Hi, Aries, and happy holidays. Welcome back. And thank you. Okay, let's get started. This read is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus for the month of December 2022. Okay, this just flipped out. Look at this. Happy family. Going home. Some of you are going home. Some of you are just enjoying your family. Of course, it's the holidays, right? Whatever it is that you choose to celebrate, right? It's a celebration of being together with family and friends, of enjoying a committed either relationship or a commitment of family, friends, and your nearest and dearest. I'm going to keep that open. Keep that out. Okay. And then let's see what else Spirit has for you. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at how amazing you look. So why are we depleted? Sorry about the glare. What's depleting you? Is family depleting you? We're going to find out in a minute, but let me just really feel the cards, because these two cards are like, oh my God, are you giving too much of your time and energy to your family? Are they taking too much of your time and energy? What part of the depletion of energy? Is it like, oh my gosh, I really need a rest? It's the holiday season, right? I mean, doesn't everybody? Yeah. Okay, let's go to the nine of, oh look, another nine. Okay, so, all right, for some of you, I'm going to say it because this is why I pulled a clarifying card for the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Cups come out. So you know I'm going to say it, right? Be careful. If you're drinking, you're going to fall down. You get drunk. Are you drinking and getting drunk in front of family and friends? If they're your closest, nearest, and dearest, they won't give a shit. So it could be about drinking. It could be about drowning your sorrows in alcohol. I mean, come on, it is the holiday season. And you know what? It is very statistically proven that the holiday season really affects us a little more than the norm of why we feel this way, right? Maybe you're just down and out and you don't want to show it, right? I mean, this looks like happy-go-lucky. I feel great. I'm celebrating life, right? Celebrating, the holiday season, whatever. And inside, maybe you're like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. Some of you may just be exhausted because, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're putting up the tree, you're doing a lot of preliminary work that's necessary for having company. All right, some of you for sure are doing that. And in the meantime, a sip of wine here and there doesn't hurt anybody. Bottom of the deck, going home. Literally. I feel, okay, so for some of you, Aries, it's a general reading. For some of you, you're going back home to be with family, to celebrate the holiday season, or just to move. Some of you are moving back home. Others, you're waiting for people to come to celebrate the holiday season with, maybe long distance, friends and or relatives, right? If you're looking back, it's a good time to look back. It is. I mean, we're not going to lie. If we didn't look back, then what would we learn? Right? So take a minute, if that's what this is about. Take a minute to really emphasize what has drained you over the course of this year. Who has drained you over the course of this year, and why have you allowed it? More importantly. And sometimes we don't think about it. It just happens. People are running around, things are happening, we're tending to, loved ones, and the next thing you know, it's like, you know, I'm like, wow, I'm really drained. And by the end of the year, we've had enough, right? You're at the 2 9s. I mean, no doubt. It's like, you know, like relax. This is a good time for you to relax and really assess. For those of you this is applying to, just really relax and look back at your year. Let's reflect, okay? For others, it's family, etc. coming in. For others, it's going home. Okay, let's keep going. See that? Some of you are just like, okay, I'm keeping to myself. I don't really want to deal. I just want to enjoy the holidays as much as I can, right? And just keep going. Some of you are holding what you feel back. Some of you are reflecting back at a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius right here that you were dealing with over the course of this last year, or maybe longer. Could be 9 months, even 9 years almost, where it's like maybe someone exited your life and now you're reflecting upon that, right? We do have that. Someone just depleted your energy, because maybe for some of you, and I'm going to say it, Aries, for some of you, maybe this commitment to attain a live-in situation, a household, let's get together, let's live together, let's be happy, and someone just emotionally dropped the ball, right? It could have happened for a small percentage, but I feel like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here is telling you that maybe someone's not financially viable either to buy a house or to commit to buying a house or payments of, right? And so they just went back home, or they're coming, and it's going to be draining for some. If that is someone coming, that's a Cancer, I'm sorry, that's a Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Maybe the financial part of this deal wasn't on point, right? We talk about, what's draining. And with the Four of Pentacles, we're like, that could have easily been the case. Someone's just not at the 10, they're at a 4. And so it's either you or other people that you're involved in that either left your life and, it has ended. And now that you are drained and you're trying to pick up the pieces. Okay? Okay. For some of you, of course, this is a general reading, right? Okay. So let's put these to the side and let me get some more to the narrative, or let's just see what Spirit wants to say in terms of what's happening with you guys. Let's see if it's clarifying what we've already learned, or is it adding to, okay? So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. We'll take these right here. Let's see. Oh my gosh, look at this. The Sun, the Hangman, and the Six of Wands. Are you kidding? Look at how happy. It may just have taken you, it's taking you a minute to go back, you're reflecting, and now you feel like you took a minute. You did. Maybe you're using December to take a minute, and then you're going to see yourself as, oh my gosh, success, happiness. I finally got what I really wanted, and I waited for it, and it was worth it, right? People are watching. Maybe you're watching someone from a distance. Also, let's not forget, you have these 3 cards here, and some of you are, for some of you, you're watching someone else being happy, and they waited for the right moment to say, this isn't, either you or someone else, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, waited for the right timing, and they're in the public eye too. So you may be watching them on YouTube or obviously social media, but someone is really happy. And are you looking at them? Are you looking at them being happy and able to move on? That's the question. So let me ask Spirit. And I don't have a desk, so we have to wing it. All right? And some of you are winging it, right? Making do with what you have is part of the holiday season. It is. And it's not just the holiday season, but it's emphasized during this holiday season to really appreciate what and who is around us, no matter what. Okay, the Ten of Wands is reversed. So this already happened. All right? Maybe you didn't want it. Let me go ahead and yep, it's ended. So that's what happened. All right? A situation, a relationship that was not worthy of your time. You know, maybe you don't think so, or maybe it's you that you felt it was time for you to move on. So the World card with the Ten of Wands reversed. Someone wanted it and another did not. All right? It was very apparent that someone is watching another out there and, you know, look, and you're also reflecting. Let's not forget that you're reflecting, okay? And like I said before, maybe this Four of Pentacles was you held back because you were unsure. You were not certain. You didn't feel it yet as an even relationship, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? This Four of Pentacles makes me feel like someone wasn't ready to put out 100% here. This is only 40%, right? And if you're still in it, you're getting ready to get out of it. And maybe it already, I feel like it, for some of you, it already happened. And that you're reflecting upon someone's happy, they're in, you know, they're in the limelight, they've waited, you know, they waited as long as they could, right? For you to either get it together or vice versa, for them to get it together. Okay? It's like very much written. It's like the writing's on the wall. It was the writing on the wall. And hold on. And I do feel that maybe you're not 100% with the decision that was made. And or maybe they're not. Okay? And I have to kind of, okay, let me look at the bottom of this deck and see what's happening. See? Someone needed to take a time out. And that could be you right now. Four of Swords. Did you take too long? Or did a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius take too long? Someone took too long to show you their heart. And that's why the Four of Pentacles is there, right? This is a holding back because I'm not certain this is the right thing for me, right? Ten of Cups, holding back with that, again. The Ten of Cups, again. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Again. So that's what's holding up. And we have two fours, right? So someone was not able to make the commitment, take the risk of being together with someone else, moving in together, the living situation, maybe the Ten of Cups is a commitment, right? And someone was not, their heart wasn't in it. It just wasn't going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Look at Justice. There it is. I spoke about the Justice card because it was not an even playing field. It just wasn't. Okay? And by allowing the situation to look at Knight of Swords. Someone just came rushing in and saying, I'm not doing this. And it's over, right? It's like, it's not happening. Got it? So whatever information already took place, it is now something that you are, or someone else is in contemplation mode and saying, okay, I got to reflect back because either I wasn't ready to make this commitment or someone else wasn't ready to make this commitment, whatever it is that's a holdback, you know, it's going to have to be up to you to decide. Literally, I cannot tell you how you feel in terms of this situation, because I honestly, if you ask me, I think that you didn't want it for the majority. Spirit saying they were too wishy-washy, or you are too wishy-washy. It's like one day we're on, the next day we're off. And trying to commit to someone whose whole heart is not wholeheartedly with yours isn't going to work. And why? Well, there's probably a lot of factors that a personal reading would clearly show us. You know what I mean? Okay. There are certain factors, and God takes people out of our lives for reasons. And I feel that this was a karmic lesson for you and the other person. Someone's getting their karmic due justice. Okay? All right, Aries. Let's get an oracle story here and see what else Spirit wants to say. Wow, I love it. The power of love. Sorry about the glare. The power of love requires us, Aries, follow me. It requires a sense of not only attraction and good times, but it also requires us to show up as a representation of who we project to be. To be in our lives is like, you know, you are what you eat. I don't know why you know what I mean? You are who you hang with. It's a massive lesson. So you had the choice in love to either invest and take the gamble. That's what it says. I totally agree. Could you or could you not risk it all? Could you or did you not risk it all? And then we understand how dramatically our lives change once we understand what our true desires and or another's are or are not. Because when the fun and the romance and the honeymoon's over, we have to deal. And then you say, which some of you are saying now as I speak, well, who am I? Who am I that either I couldn't commit and take that risk and make that happen? And if I did, are you regretting it? And lastly, if they left, what is the lesson for me to look at myself with the actions that have been taken? And I will leave you with the power of love, because the power of love has many levels and is varied. It's a plethora of feelings. And if we're not on the same vibrational frequency, this is what happens. And that's so important. So take a minute to reflect upon this last year. I always tell my clients, we're doing a past mini life review. How does this relationship that has ended, how does that, over the course of the last, let's say, 9 months, let's say a year, how has that reflected your last couple relationships in addition to the one that just walked or you walked? Where's the pattern? Where's the thread? I always talk about the thread. Find the thread, Aries, and then you will find your answer. I send you so much love and light, so many blessings. Thank you all for a beautiful year. Let's do more of this. Okay, take care.